Hello and welcome. My name's Joy and this is my channel Yoga with Joy. So this is a lying down sequence that is all about stretching the psoas muscle. So if you experience tight psoas, and you might have been told by a chiropractor or osteopath or physiotherapist or something that you have tight psoas, this could be a really good sequence for you. We go through slowly through quite a sequence, all on one side, then all on the other side. It feels amazing afterwards. And if you don't know if you've got a tight psoas, it's often if you sit down for long periods of time. So if you're seated in a chair and you're on a computer or you do a lot of driving, you're likely to have tightened up this muscle which runs from the lumbar spine, so it connects three parts of the lumbar spine and the lowest thoracic vertebrae, and then it goes down around and then hooks into the femur down here, insertion. So this origin is up in your spine, and then its insertion is down into the femur. And it's part of the iliopsoas muscle group. So it's really about our hip stability and move it. So marching, like being able to march or move your legs and move your legs back and move your legs forward. So yeah, it's really, really important. And a tight psoas can cause all sorts of issues, as well as kind of opening up the legs a bit, the hips a bit much. It can cause this arch in the lumbar spine. So if you find you're someone who does, hang on, let me try and do it. Someone who does this a lot, then that's likely to be you've got a tight psoas. Either it's the cause or it's one of the symptoms of having that. So, but of course, everyone's so different, and every body is very complex with all their different needs and different ways we grow and different accents we've had and everything. So yes, this sequence could be very helpful to you, but also remember to get guidance from physios or chiros or anything like that. Okay, so the only prop I use is a rolled up blanket, and I use it underneath my knee when it's straight. And that's because I find that if I don't have the blanket underneath my knee, my back arches a little bit. So you might want to use that too. But if you're fine without a blanket, then that's great. I'd really love to hear how this sequence was for you. And if you find that it helps stretch your psoas and keep it nice and supple, that'd be great to know. Yeah, especially if you've used it a few times. Okay. So grab a mat and I'll see you in a moment.
Oh, radiant sun, pure consciousness, flaming orb of truth and bliss, remove the veil so I can see, illuminate my heart, awaken me.
So this practice is lying down. Make yourself comfortable in semi-supine with your feet planted firmly on the mat and your knees facing the sky above. We'll just rest here for a moment, breathing into the belly, the rib cage and the chest. Keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. Gently exhaling so that the navel moves back towards the spine. Inhale, expanding this whole area. And exhale, gently softening. So you can imagine your torso is like a balloon. It's very gently opening and expanding this area, and then feeling your belly button and all the way along your belly to the ribs and up to the chest, feeling it relax back towards the spine. Notice the front of your body is resting on the back of your body. So you're keeping your front of your body lovely and relaxed. And just enjoying being here for a moment on the mat. For this Psoas sequence. Let's start by opening the arms wide, like a T, and then we'll bring the hands down, the arms down about an inch so that they're a little bit below the shoulders. And we'll begin by rocking out the knees from side to side in a flowing bridge. Inhaling up and exhaling over. And the head can move from side to side as well. Lovely. Good. Then bring the knees up. We'll draw the knees into the chest. And if it feels okay to do this, bring your hips over to the side. So it might be that you still need to be lower down, so you might want to stay with your feet on the mat and then rock over. Your head is going the opposite direction. Rest here for a moment in semi-supine twist. Breath in and then exhale yourself back up. Exhale the knees into the chest again if you're doing this with me, and then over to the other side and look out over your left arm. Opposite side. Wonderful. That's perfect. Keeping yourself nice and relaxed. And then gently bring yourself back up and place the feet down. That's wonderful, great. Okay, so let's take a moment here again in semi-supine with the knees up towards the sky and the feet down towards the earth, hip width apart. Then we're going to slide out the right leg, keeping the left leg bent. You might want to proper your right knee with the blanket. So I've got that ready in case if your back arches too much. So take a breath in and then exhale, slide out the right leg. And you're slightly flexing the right foot, but we're keeping nice and relaxed, so there's not a big tension build up. My back slightly arches, although I'm holding in my abdominal muscles, nice and strong. And with every exhale, there's a lifting of the pelvic floor. So I'm going to place that blanket underneath, just to give me a little bit of extra support. Flexing my foot, very nice and soft. Really lovely, strong abs. And here, breathing into the diaphragm, the belly, the lumbar spine, and down your thigh bones. Really sensing that deep muscle, the psoas, as you have your leg lengthened. And then ease back up the knee with an exhale. And place the blanket somewhere if you were using a blanket. And then draw your knee into the chest. the right knee, the same knee. So we're just working on one side first. And exhale into this knee hug. Exhale in towards you, feeling it moving down. Feel like it's moving down towards your armpit. Of course, it won't be completely. And then straighten the left leg and flex the left foot. And breathing into this knee hug. And now you're breathing from the sole of your foot right to your hip. And right up to your shoulder on the left side. And then from the shoulder to the hip, to the sole of the foot. Then bring your head up and look at your left big toe. You can use your hand to support your head if you need to. And then lift up your foot so that the heel is about where the big toe was. So you're lifting up your foot like that. And then relaxing the head down. And breathing into this stretch. Again, the sole of the foot. The hip area here, psoas, and shoulder, nice and long. And gently release down the leg. Quite intense actually, isn't it? And then bring your bent leg up a little bit. I'm going to come into a twist. So exhale over to the left. Your right leg's over to the left. I'm going to place the left hand on top of the leg, so on the outside edge of the knee, and the right hand will be stretched out. And you're going to resist the twist. So the hand is trying to push the knee into a twist. And the knee is going, So it's a strong leg exercise. So you're really activating muscles here. Deeply breathe into this twist. And breathing into the hip and your right hip and right leg. And on the next exhale, bring yourself back up, flexing your left foot. And then we're going to press the hand against your quad muscle here, the right hand, right leg. And then you're going to resist this pressure. So the leg is trying to come back towards you and the hand is saying no. Keeping your lower back nice and strong. If you actually find this could be useful here, if you find it is too much and you need a bit of support underneath your knee, then place that there. Because you need to make sure that the lower back is in and resting on the mat. Nice and strong. Very strong on your leg, your right leg. Deep breaths, resisting the pressure. And then releasing the resist. That's great. And then placing, that's good, your leg down, or you might feel that they're quite different. Just feel in for a moment, feel how different they are. That's good. Right leg might feel like it's done a lot of work. And then lifting up the left leg, and then the right leg. I'm just going to come into a little bit of a flow where we release the right leg down for the final little exercise. So first we'll just tilt the pelvis in, exhale up. Exhale up, inhale down. Just tilting the pelvis, rocking. That's great, lovely. And then arching the back, so you're giving a bit of a nice arch here. And then exhale up the leg, breath in, and then exhale the leg straight. Feeling the stretching in the psoas area, in your hip area. Take a breath in and then exhale. Try and flatten your back onto the mat. Mine doesn't want to so much because it's got quite a big arch, but can you feel how strong your abs are from doing that? And then arch your back. Exhale, breath in, and then back to neutral and bring your leg back up. Wonderful. Do one more time that. So take a breath in, exhale, arch your back. So your tummy's coming out and you've got a nice big gap in between your back and the mat. Breath in, exhale the knee up. Breath in, exhale, lengthen the leg. Flex the foot a little bit. Exhale, inhale, then exhale. Press the lumbar spine onto the mat, feeling the strong abs. Inhale, release down to neutral and bring your right leg to meet the left leg. That's great. Okay, fantastic. That's really good. So now you can rest down for a moment and see how your right leg is feeling in comparison to your left leg. I can definitely feel it. And then bring yourself back up again. That's fantastic. That's good. Now we're going to take a breath in and exhale the right leg down, and you can place the blanket underneath the right knee if you need to. I've got a bit of an arch, so I'm going to do that. Slightly flex the right foot, just very gently. And then breathing from the sole of the foot to the hip on the right side, the shoulder, so feeling the lengthening, the focus all the way along the right side, softening the shoulder, breathing into the shoulder, breathing into the hip, into the sole of the foot. Lovely. And then drawing in your left leg. Exhale the knee in towards you. Wonderful. That's great. Slightly flex the right foot. I'm keeping the blanket underneath there because I actually know that I need it at times. Lovely, good. And then having a look at your right leg, lift up the right leg so that the heel is where the big toe was. Wait for a bit. That's great, and you can always use your hand to support your neck. And then release the head down. And breathe into this stretch here. Just very strong strengthening. And then lower down the right leg. That's great. Okay, and so we're going to come into the twist. So bringing the left hand out and moving over into the twist. And so you're resisting the twist. So your right hand is on the outside of your knee. And the knee is trying to push up against the hand. And the hand is trying to make the knee go into the twist. Lovely, good. And then gently bring yourself back up. Flex the right foot. And then we're going to resist this knee hug. As this knee is wanting to come into the chest, you're pushing it away with your hand. Nice strong abs here. This is where I have the blanket underneath again, isn't it? I just remembered. Oh, feels better. Deep breaths. Lovely. And then release down. And then you can have a moment with your legs stretched out. See how that feels. And bringing the right leg up, so the knee is facing the ceiling and your foot is on the mat. And then we're going to come into a little arch, lifting the knee and then straightening the knee. So taking a little moment first to just do some pelvic tilts here. Exhale up, inhale down. That's good. Exhale. Just undulating the pelvis. That's nice. And then we're going to take a breath in. Exhale, arch. Breath in and then exhale the knee up. Inhale. The knee slides away, slightly flexing the foot. So the legs sliding away, and then breath in, exhale, flattening the lumbar into the mat. Strong abs. Breath in and then exhale, neutral, relax, bringing the leg back up. So one more time. Inhale, arch. Inhale, then exhale, lift up the knee, so always moving on the exhale. Breath in, exhale, slide away the leg. Inhale, exhale, pressing lumbar against the mat, strong abs, tucking tummy in. Inhale and relax. Inhale and exhale the leg back up. Fantastic. And then resting down, relaxing here for a moment. Just take your time to be here. Feeling your psoas muscles and your hips, just feeling like they've done this massive workout. Resting completely, allowing the body to fully relax. And then draw the knees into the chest and have a little rock around. Great. Make your way onto your side. And back up to seated. Wonderful. Relaxing shoulders. Maybe take a couple of side to side movements with your head. Going back to centre. A couple of deep sighs. And bring the hands to the heart. Namaste. And thank you for joining me. That was an amazing psoas release. So if you're someone who experiences tight psoas, hopefully this sequence will help you. And one to be used frequently. So thank you for being here, and if you'd like to subscribe, then please do. Got lots of other yoga videos on my channel you can have a look through. Love comments. It'd be wonderful to hear how this was for you, how your psoas feels after this. Okay, so lots of love and see you again soon.
Flaming orb of truth and bliss, remove the veil so